Hi, welcome back to the marketing session. So now we are going to see about the functions of marketing. The functions of marketing, from the word function itself, you know that we have some functions over here. The functions of marketing encompass a wide range of activities aimed to identify and satisfy the customer wants, needs, and to achieve a business goals. The business and the functions ensures a smooth flow of goods and services from the producer to the consumer is called it is a functions of management. Here, the functions of management encompasses that the process of transferring or flow of goods from one person. It involves the certain activity to make goods to start journey from the place of production to the place of consumption, that is known as functions of marketing. The goods is produced in one place and the goods is used in some place or promoted in some place, so that is known as functions of marketing. So the smooth flow of services from the producer to the consumer is called as functions of marketing. In this functions of marketing, we are seeing that first one, it is subdivided into three. The first thing is functions of exchange, the second thing is functions of physical supply, and third one is facilitating functions. Here the first thing is that functions of exchange. From the word itself, exchange, from one person to another person, if we are exchanging anything else, it is known as exchanging. In this marketing functions, the functions of marketing is that automatically you know that it is a transferring of ownership from a producer to the consumer, so that is a functions of exchange. In this functions of exchange, two persons is involving over here. The one is buyer, another one is a seller. So from the buyer it transferred to the from the seller it transferred to the buyer. It is a transferring of ownership from the buyer to, so from the seller to the buyer, so that is called as exchange or functions of exchange, from the functions of exchange from the buyer to the seller. So the next one is that functions of physical supply. Here the functions of physical supply means supplying physically from one places to another place of a goods, so that is known as functions of physical supply. It is a process of ensuring that the goods are available from one places to the consumer, so that is a functions of physical supply. So the first one is storage and warehouse. So if we are producing a product means we have to store our product in a particular place, so that place is known as storage or a warehouse. The next thing is after production the goods are stored in a storage. After that it is transporting from one place to another place. After transporting it also it must be stored in some other place, so that is a functions of physical supply. If we are producing a goods and transferring goods from a smooth flow of goods from producer to the seller, so that is a functions of physical supply. The third one is that the facilitating functions. In this facilitating function, it is a supporting of marketing process. It involves such as financing, risk bearing, standardization, marketing informations, and promotions. These are comes under the facilitating function. In this facilitating function, it promotes that the thing which can be useful for the supporting of a marketing process, so that is a facilitating function. The first one is financing. Financing functions involves the uses of capital to meet the requirement of an agencies. Finance involves the capital need of a financial requirements, so that is known as financing. The second one is standardization. Standardization is the process involves the determinations of already desired to attained, that is known as standardization. It involves the determination measures of an article in a common. It includes the process of confirming its standards, so that is known as standardization. And the third next one is grading. Grading is dividing the product into certain groups and lots in according to the predetermined determined status or norms. So that is known as grading. The next thing is a risk bearing. Risk means itself there is a possibility of loss due to some unfortunate. So that is a financial risk may be happen, natural calamities can be happen. So whatever the things may be happen unexpectedly, that is known as risk bearing. So the last one is that market information. It is most important that to get a knowledge of the demand for a product, and it is a market for a necessary in marketing. So that is a market information. Once again I am telling that the functions of marketing, so it is subdivided into three. The first one is functions of exchange. It involves buying and selling. The next thing is that functions of physical supply. It gives storage, warehouse and transportation. The next one is facilitating function. In this facilitating functions, it involves financing, risk bearing, market information, standardizations, etc. So I hope you all understand about the functions of marketing. In simply again I am telling that the functions of exchange means transferring of ownership from the seller to the buyer. The next thing is functions of physical supply means it ensures the goods are available to the consumer. The next one is facilitating functions. It involves financing, risk bearing, standardization, market information and promotional activities, etc. So at last we are concluding it with the marketing is a process of connecting the producer with the consumer and satisfying their needs. Understanding the core functions of marketing can help the business to focus their effort and strategies, and they can get a maximization of their profit, and they have hold their customer in a long period. Thank you. I hope you all understand about the functions of management. Thank you.